How did you get involved with textile and apparel?
So that is an interesting journey. My journey is similar to yours, actually, because I was in 4-H when I was a kid. And, when you grew up in a rural area, 4-H was kind of the thing to do. And back then, it was, girls cooked, baked, sewed, did crafting, right? So the first time I ever sewed anything was in 4-H. And I had grown up watching my mom sew. Like she had a sewing machine out and, right out in the middle of our home and sewed for my sister and I and herself. And I did really enjoy the sewing part when I was in 4-H. Like I thought, oh, I wanted store-bought stuff. I wanted to look trendy, and I didn't think you could do that with sewing stuff on your own. But that love of kind of thinking about style and thinking about fabrics and thinking about all that just kind of continued into my teenage years. And I loved shopping with my friends. And when I got into high school, they had home economics, right? So kind of a required class you had to take. Back then I took a home economics one semester and then you did driver's ed like the next semester, right? Back in the day. And I began to really think about fashion in a broader sense, but still didn't have a concept as to really what it was. And by the time I was a senior in high school, I convinced our home economics teacher, I'm like, I need more fashion classes. And so she was like, okay, I'll teach an advanced class if you can get 6 more people to take the class. So I'm like running around my high school, like begging all my friends, just take this class with me. And then I went into my undergraduate as a fashion designer and just completely fell in love with the sewing process at that point. Like I really embraced that component of being a designer and went into the industry and continued my work into grad school and fell in love with production part of it too. Like learning about the actual industry production and manufacturing part was absolutely fascinating to me. But I had no idea about the global impact of fashion and apparel when I was a teenager. I just thought shopping was fun, right?